everybody, it's Geordie from Geordie Colours. Thank you for joining me today. I'm here with another episode of Sunday Snippets. Let me first start by saying Happy Mother's Day to all of you who celebrate today. It is Mother's Day in the UK. I think other parts of the world have it different times. I know New Zealand has it at the beginning of May. So it might not be Mother's Day for everybody, but it is Mother's Day here in the UK. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I had a lovely morning. My children gave me some gifts. We had some pancakes. We're going out for lunch later, so I'm looking forward to that. But let's dive in to Sunday Snippets. Let me show you what I've been working on for the past week. So I finished a page here in Kirby Rezan's Fragile World, and this was a buddy colour. So I did this one. I kind of liked the way it turned out. Wasn't sure. I used my new granulating watercolors in the background. Those were the ones that I shared last week on the channel, so a new purchase. And I decided I'd dive in and try them out on this page, and I kind of liked the effect. It wasn't the initial thought I had for this page. I was going to go with quite a bright pinky kind of background, but in the end I do kind of like it. It's a bit different, and I enjoyed using those. So the rest is done in Prismacolor pencils. So I got that page done. I was really pleased with that. And I made a start on my buddy colour in Little Folk by Christine Karen. And we're doing Ms. Leprechaun here, fitting for St. Patrick's Day, which is next week. And yeah, I've gone quite traditional with my colours. I'm looking forward to working some more on this. This paper is lovely to work on. I've been using my Polychromos pencils, and yeah, really enjoying this one. Just kind of taking my time, not rushing it, but yeah, made a bit of a start, and I will keep going on her. I was kind of not quite sure how to approach her dress, but I have a good idea now of how I'm going to do that. I need to finish off her tights here as well, but it won't take long to do this. Yeah, so looking forward to working some more on that. Then, oh my goodness, I have some new purchases. I keep buying and buying. I saw RJ Hampson's flip through of Tiny Tales, and I just had to get this cute little book. It is gorgeous. So it's Tiny Tales Volume 3. I do not have any of his other Tiny Tales. I felt like I had enough uncoloured RJ Hampson sitting on my shelf, but when I saw this, I had to have it. It's cute. It's 4 little tales, little stories, illustrated throughout this book. I think there's something like 50 pages. It's a very small little book. Let me show you against, oh sorry. Ugh. Let me show you against this Little Folk book so you can get an idea of how small it is. I can't even get Little Folk completely on the screen, but it gives you an idea of the size. It's very small, very compact, but it is chocker with pages. So we'll have a quick flick through. Shall I zoom you in a little bit? There we go. Yeah, so I saw RJ Russell flip through this on his channel. I was like, it's so cute. So the first one is called Elephant Toenails, and it's got a little, I won't read the story, but it's got a little story beside it, or a little kind of rhyme. And it's just so cute. So this first one is obviously all about elephants and various things that they get up to. Yeah, it's so cute. Really lovely little illustrations. It's the normal RJ Hampson paper that you get in his books. It's nice and white. So yeah, it would take alcohol markers. This one's called Monster Week. So this one is all about monsters. I just think this one is so cute. I don't know which is my favourite. I do quite like the monsters. I think they are super sweet. Yeah, there's some funny ones. I like this one in the bath. It's so cute. But yeah, super cute illustrations. The next one is Tiger Tales, and as the name would suggest, it's all about tigers in various different places doing various different things, hiding in some cases. So yeah, you got to kind of spot the tigers. Tiger School. Tigers in the Jungle, supermarket, yeah, swimming pools, at the barber's. I'm not sure I want my hair cut by a tiger. Out for dinner. Yeah, so cute. And then the final one is No Snow This Christmas, which is all about Australian Christmases. And it's kind of a counting tale. So you've got 1 cranky kookaburra, 2 Tasmanian devils, 3 rainbow lorikeets, 4 men with mowers, 5 fat flying foxes. Sorry, I was going to say fruit bats, flying foxes, politicians, sharks, penguins, crocodiles, of course, the prawns, which are just so funny, so cute, the cockatoos in the backyard playing cricket, and then the 12 tired reindeer. So yeah, sorry, I'm trying to get the end page there. So that is Tiny Tales of Volume 3 by R.J. Hampson, and I think I'm going to work on this with you guys in a minute, but such a cute book. Let me zoom back out again and show you what else I have. So this was a bit of a random purchase off of Vinted. I sold some clothes, and I had a little balance. It wasn't a huge amount. It was only like £12, and this book was the right price. And it looked interesting, so I decided I would buy it. And it is a Japanese colouring book. It's called Songs. It is illustrated by Matsuyama Madoka. If you are interested, I will hold up the ISBN there for you to note down if you want, take a screenshot. But yeah, it is a really interesting book. There's some great pictures in it. There are some pictures I don't love. So it's got a dust cover on it, and then this is the normal cover. I've not seen it on anybody else's channel. There might be other people out there with it, but feels like nice paper. It's kind of got a bit of texture to it. It's quite nice. As with a lot of Japanese colouring books, there are some illustrated versions at the front to give you an idea. I think this one's really cool. So there was one coloured page in it. This one I'm not sure about. The face is stitched on. Yeah, not sure about this. And these kind of squished up cats. I'm not a huge fan of those ones, but there are some cool pages in here as well. So, and there's seems to be numbers throughout. Kind of done in this kind of Celtic design. But yeah, this is pretty. I haven't translated what they say at the bottom, so I can't tell you that, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's kind of got numbers throughout. It's just a book full of different animals, but it's quite a different style. There's a lot of grayscale. Some pages more grayscale than others, and then some with black backgrounds. All these owls. But yeah, it just looked really interesting. A kind of a strange book. But the illustrations are actually really cool. I really like them. So yeah, you got this tree full of fish. And then you've got like, I think this one's actually really quite neat. I think these are Anapina fish. Or at least this one I think is. But they kind of look like they're swimming through the forest, which is a bit unusual. There seems to be a lot of cats in this book as well. But yeah, it's a fun take on it. I've not seen anything illustrated quite like this before. I think this is my favourite section, number 2, where you've got lots of frogs. I just think they're so cute. Look at the way they're illustrated. So neat. Some of them very realistic looking, like this page, and then others you kind of got like cutesy little frogs. You've got these lizards here as well, some kind of more abstract type artwork. You've got some really funny, strange images, but they're kind of neat as well. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I hadn't seen anybody else share this book before, and it just kind of, like I said, I saw it on Vinted and I was like, well, that looks interesting. And for the money that I had in the balance, I thought, well, I might as well get it and have a squiz. I love this one. I think he's so cute. So on to number 3. Again, I don't know what the numbers symbolize. I mean, obviously there's 3 critters here, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to be a counting story. 3 crocodiles, maybe it is. I haven't noticed it with the other pages. I love these ones as well, I should say. So these I think are really cool. The birds and the bats. I love this one. This is the one that was illustrated at the front of the book with that kind of bright yellow background, bright orangey yellow. These 2 I love. Look at those. Aren't they fabulous? Love this giraffe. I think he's awesome. and this kind of grumpy looking lion. Then you've got some quite grayscale. He looks a bit devilish, as does he. He almost looks like he's got devil horns, but again, kind of neat. Love this double page spread with the kind of forest scene. You've got the owl, you've got the toucans hanging upside down there. You've got some very kind of like evil looking little characters around though, like here and this kind of cat here. I don't know, but I do really like that one. I love this one with the rooster. And then this one is like a marker. Now this is where the page is coloured. So this is the page that the person had already coloured. They've actually done a great job of colouring it. It's really beautiful. It's not the way I would colour it, but I think it's amazing. They've got some lovely like colour blends and things in there. So I think it's really cute. It is one of my favourite pages in the book though, so I would have liked to have coloured it myself, but that's okay because I do really like the way they've coloured it. And I've got this one to colour, which I also really like. And then towards the back, we start getting into some stranger things. This one's not too bad. It's got some menacing kind of foxes here chasing after the poor little bunny. We've got kind of got this animal town, and then we've got these kind of weird goats. But again, I think they could be quite fun. I really don't know what the story is. This is what I don't like, these kind of animal masks, but they look like they're stitched on to their heads, and I find that a little bit disturbing. This was, again, one of the ones that was illustrated at the front of the book. Where did it go? Yeah, this one is this page. So yeah, I do find that a little bit odd. These ones are okay, not too bad, although they look a bit grumpy, these animals. I don't know why. And I quite like this little one. But then we get into some strange cat pages where they're all like squished in. I don't know if the shape has some sort of representation, means something. I don't know. But I'm not a huge fan of these ones, I have to say. This one's not too bad. I quite like that one. That's not too bad. And this one I could cope with, but yeah. And then we've got a couple that are on these coloured backgrounds as well. And this one's not too bad, but yeah, I'm not sure about these ones. I don't know. But anyway, I thought it was interesting. There's definitely some pages in there that I would like to colour, particularly that little frog. Where's he gone? This one. I love him. And that giraffe and the lion, I think, are really cool. So yeah, there's some really cool pages in there. I really need to translate it to find out what it means, because yeah, it's kind of a funny little book, but it was yeah, it's nice. Like I say, the paper feels really nice, quite thick. It's got a slight texture on it. Obviously, I don't know what pencils this person has used on here. Haven't they done a good job of that? Let me hold that up, show you all the pencil work they've done on there. That's really, really good. All that fur that they've managed to get on their animals, and yeah, I like that. So they've done a really good job of it. But yeah, so that was interesting. I just thought that was a fun little book, and I was quite keen to take a look at it and see what was inside. Okay, and the other exciting bit of post I had this week was, of course, Hannah Carlson's new book, Tales from the Castle Ruin. I have done a full chatty flip through of this one, and I will try and remember to leave that linked up above for you. It is beautiful. It is so good. I mean, look at the cover. It's so pretty. That silver foiling on this beautiful deep red background. And it is just, you know, Hannah Carlson's normal style that you would expect. But with these beautiful images. There's lots of like stained glass windows, which I think is really cool. It's a bit different from Hannah Carlson, but in her typical style. There's some lovely, I mean, look at this. I love this one at the castle. There's some double page spreads. There's some single pages, some unicorns, lots of florals, and look at that. I love that. That's beautiful. Yeah, and the tower. So yeah, lots of really cool pages. Really happy with this one. Very excited to get started in it. I don't know when that will be. I love this Tudor rose as well. I really like that one. And the peacock. yeah, so, and this one I really like as well. So there's tons in here, but like I say, there is a detailed flip through on the channel if you would like to see it. But yeah, very, I love this double page. I think that's beautiful. But yeah, really, really lovely. Very excited to have that one in my collection. So that is the new Hannah Carlson book, Tales from the Castle Ruins. And that was it. That's enough though, isn't it? God, keep buying books. Right, I have Tiny Tales, and I just decided that I would do a page in here, and I'm gonna do some experimenting again. I've been doing this a lot on Sunday Snippets. I'm going to be using my Crayola crayons, and I am going to be using some blending stumps to blend them. I saw this on Joanna Stone's channel, and I decided that I'm gonna give it a go. So let me start by getting a backing sheet in here. Now I have picked out this page because the prompt for Wild Year of Colour this month is crocodile or alligator. And we have 2 hungry crocodiles down here waiting for this guy to drop into the water. Tarzan, I presume. Let me zoom you in a little bit. Hopefully I can get that all in there. So yeah, I have no idea how this is going to go. I haven't really swatched my Crayolas out. I have put them in kind of colour order as best I could. So I've got oranges and yellows, reds and kind of red violets. I've got pinks and purples, blues, greens, and then browns and greys. Yeah, I have no idea how this is going to go. It could be a complete disaster. So, yeah, let's see. So I think I'm going to start with, what am I going to start with? I think I'm going to start with this kind of background area here, presuming that this is all tree, because we can see the bottom of the tree here. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with quite a deep greenish colour. I'm just kind of pulling some out. I've got pine green here. What's this one? Tropical rainforest. That sounds kind of right, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. Oh, that's a bit too... It's quite hard to tell with the crayons whether they're shamrock. That's a bit light as well. What's that one? I might just have to make it do with these two, maybe. Oh, that's a bit light too. Okay, well let's have a go. Let's have a go with this. So I'm gonna this one's called Pine Green, and I'm just gonna kind of lay in some of this around. Like I say, never coloured with crayons in a colour. Well, I did when I was little, but haven't done for years. So I don't know how this is going to go at all. It's completely new to me, a complete experiment, and we will have a go and just see whether it's going to work. Yeah, why not? But I just thought this book was kind of cute, and I quite liked it. And like I say, I saw RJ flipping through, and I just like, oh, I've got to have that one. It's such a good RJ book. It says typical kind of illustrations in mini format, and just, yeah, there's so many pages. I think it was I think I said 50 initially. I think it's 40. I think there's 10 for each tale. Yeah, I was like, I've got to have a I think it's only just been released in the last week or so. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. And I love supporting RJ Hampson because he does so much for our community. He joined in with creating a page for the Piggy's Tubeathon for the Colouring for Cancer. He's really involved in our community. I know he's doing or has done a page for Zoo Vera Arts March of the Dragons hashtag, which she's got going on this month. So yeah, he's just really involved in the community, and I really like that about him. he gets stuck in, and he's a colorist, and I love watching him color pages. He does such an amazing job of coloring things. So talented. Yeah, so I do like to support him if I can. Oh, sorry, that's my front door slamming. My daughter's going out for a run. She's keen this morning. I'm sitting here colouring instead. I had a great day yesterday. I went to the Creative Craft Show in Birmingham, the NEC in Birmingham, and it was amazing. It's the biggest craft show in Europe, I think. It was huge. There were so many people there, so many vendors. It was kind of overwhelming a little bit. It was so good. I ended up spending a lot of money, probably on things that I don't really need, but I had been saving up for it. I decided I would go and kind of treat myself. And there was all sorts. So they had the kind of creative crafts and sewing for pleasure, they called it. It was just basically one big craft show for all sorts of paper crafting, knitting, sewing, cross-stitching. There was so much there. And it's such a good place to go and see things that you've never seen before, and companies that you've never heard of. And yeah, it was really, really good. Okay, I'm going to try and blend this. Fingers crossed, guys. Let's see if this is going to work. So yeah, I spent 5 hours there just trawling around different stands, and yeah, there was so much to see, and it was so busy. I mean, it was Saturday, so it was really, really busy. There were people everywhere. It was pretty crowded. I'm a little bit of an introvert when it comes to things like that, so I did find it quite overwhelming, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a good day. I ended up buying some, I bought 2 cross-stitch kits that I definitely don't need because I have so many cross-stitch kits already in my collection. I feel like I need to go on a little bit thicker with my crayon. So yeah, 2 cross-stitch kits. I bought 2 felt kits, so to make these cute little felt animals. One's a fox and one is, I believe, a seagull. They just looked so cute. There were tons of different ones that I could have bought all of them. So they were really lovely. I do like making things with felt. I'll try the other end of this. I do feel like I need to go on a little bit thicker with my crayon. Like it's not, I don't know, we'll keep going. So yeah, that was fun. I did, 2 felt kits. I bought, so they had, I was so lucky because I got there quite early and I kind of walked around everything. And then I came across this stand where they were doing, you could make your own little pouch. So I've got it here, actually. I've got some things in it already. I made this. Sorry, I'm trying not to drop it. So I made this as part of, sorry, I've got all sorts of stuff in there. I made that. They were there and they had their kits, and you kind of paid for the kit and you could sit there and sew it with them. They would show you how to make it, and I thought that was really cool. It's really good value as well. It's only £10 for the kit, and to then sit there and have them guide you through how to sew it. So I thought that was amazing. So I did make that, and then I bought a couple of the other kits to make other pouches. So that was really good. I really enjoyed that. I don't know if this is going particularly well. Shall we keep persevering? Let's try. I don't know whether to add more. Maybe I'll add more colour on before I go any further. Let's just try and see. So I bought those. I bought the 2 cross-stitch kits, the 2 felt kits, and then I bought some fabric, some beautiful fabric. I got some Tilda fat quarters, and I got some just a couple of other little bits of fabric as well, to make things, hopefully. Right, so now that I've blended over that, it's not, the crayon is not going to cover over those bits very well. It is not, it's resisting, the paper is resisting the crayon. Yeah, should have gone a bit heavier to begin with, I think. Oh well, it's an experiment, you live and learn. I might have messed up this page entirely, but it's a learning process. So yeah, it was a great day. I had a lovely day. Got some really lovely things. Probably got enough crafts to keep me going for about the next 100 years. But, you know, it's nice to have options. And yeah, it was lovely. It was a really nice day out. Really enjoyed it. Like I say, tons of people there. It was absolutely rammed. So many people. Really lovely people, really nice. But it was so busy. I did kind of come home and just feel, ooh, that was, you know, it was a bit overwhelming. But yeah, I saw some really fun things. I was looking at some of I was quite tempted by a lot of stuff. There was some card making things and supplies, but then I was like, you know what, I've got so many card making supplies and stamp sets and inks, and yeah, I really didn't need anything else. I did see this really cool one though. This guy, he's I think it's called, what's it called? I think it was Not Just Stamping. But basically he's created these stamp sets where you have it's like people, but they're like parts of people. So you've got different heads and different legs, and you know, you can have people in wheelchairs, and you can have different hairstyles and different clothes, different outfits, and you kind of just stamp the individual bits to make a whole person. And what he was doing was he was kind of like, as people were coming up and talking to him on the stand, he was kind of like, oh, I'll colour you, I'll draw, you know, I'll stamp you and I'll paint you. So what he does is he uses watercolours to then paint the people. Yeah, this is not blending very well. So he uses, so he stamps out, he kind of looks at them and says, right, you're wearing these kind of trousers, you're wearing, you know, your hair's like this, you know, you've got this kind of top on, and then he just sits and paints, uses the watercolor to paint them, and he does it really quickly, and they're so good. They're so good, and he can make a little picture. And that was, you know, I was looking at it thinking, how cool is that? It's so cool. I mean, his watercolor skills were quite impressive, a lot more impressive than mine would be. And he made it look so easy, as they always do in these demonstrations. They always make it look so easy, and you think, oh yeah, I could do that. And then you realize that actually you're not, you're not as skilled as they are. But that was really cool. I really enjoyed watching him. That was fun. There were some just amazing displays. There was this this guy had been he was kind of embroidering, so it was Aida cloth like you would use for cross stitch, and it was, but so the woman was explaining what he'd done is he'd started out with a small piece, and he'd started kind of embroidering it, and then he kept adding pieces on, like more and more pieces onto it. And it was huge, this thing. It was, I mean, it must have been like 10 meters by 4 meters or something. And it was hanging, and he was working on it, and he'd been working on it for 5 years, and it was just like all freehand embroidery and no pattern or anything. He was just adding bits as he felt. It was so artistic, so clever. If I cannot try and remember to put a picture up on here for you guys. It was amazing. It's so talented, and just the dedication to do something like that, crikey. I have trouble doing a small kit most of the time. It was amazing. There was some beautiful quilting on display, some amazing embroidery. There was so one of the themes was like embroidered clocks, and people had embroidered these. It was stunning. just so fascinating how people are so creative and can come up with these ideas. It was brilliant. Yeah, I really enjoyed looking at all of that. There were fashion shows. I didn't actually catch any of the fashion shows, although I did see one of the models walking around and he looked fabulous. He had a big ball gown on and just looked amazing. Yeah, it was really good, and it just kind of, yeah, it just made you realize how many creative souls there are in this world and how clever some people are. Really, really did. And it was really good fun. Everybody was in good spirits. It was a nice atmosphere. You know, it's all people with the same interests. I don't know how I'm not feeling very creative with this page. I'm not loving it, but okay, it's all right. It looks a bit patchy in places, I feel like. Yeah. But it's okay. It's all right. The two colours don't really work well together, but you know, we'll persevere. Okay. But yeah, I had a really good day out. Really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. A lot of things to see and do, and yeah, be a part of. Just trying to have a look at what I'll do here. What I might do, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to take that rainforest green. It's got a little sharpener in the back of this. I don't know how you empty this sharpener out. I guess you just open the bottom. So it's got a little sharpener in the back of this box here. Which doesn't actually work. Do I need to take it out of the box? I don't know, but that does not work. Okay, do I need to sharpen it? I think it might be, I'll try. Might be right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this rainforest green to the top up here and then go in with the shamrock underneath. So I'm going to go in quite, I think you have to be quite heavy-handed for the pigment to move. When I watched Joanna Stone's version of this, she was using Neocolor ones, which are obviously going to be a much better quality item than, you know, your budget Crayolas. But I just didn't feel justified in spending all that money on Neocolor ones for a project that I for a technique I have no idea if I'm going to like or use very much. So yeah, I didn't get Neocolor ones, needless to say. I just got the Crayolas. And they are wax based, so they should kind of move, and they have moved. It's a bit patchy, it's not the best. I feel like the colors are not the best, but you know, hey ho. Like I said, this is a bit of an experiment. We'll see how it goes. I feel like there's going to be a lot of green on this page. Yeah, that's fun to try a new technique. It was fun trying out those granulating watercolors. They work very different to the other kind of Kuretake, Gansai Tambi. But I say that they don't actually work that differently, but you do have to use a lot of water with them to get the pigments to kind of separate. If you don't use enough water, then it just comes out as one color. But if you use plenty of water, you can see the pigments separating and you get those kind of contrasting colors. So the color that I used for the background of my koala page was I think it was called Aurora Pink, and it's kind of like a pink and a turquoisey color kind of mixed together. Yeah, okay. I don't know if these are the great colors. Yeah, this is Shamrock. I was like, that looks really yellowish. I may have to come in with some like fine liners or something for some of these smaller details. Yeah, so I had fun experimenting with those the other day on that background, and yeah, like I say, it's just fun to try things out sometimes. The only issue I can see with these is that it's quite hard to get into all these small details, and because I'm using this wax-based crayon, nothing will go over the top of them. So once I've, yeah, nothing will, it will resist any other medium on top of it. So I won't be able to go over with any other medium over the top of anywhere that I've got this kind of waxy stuff. So, and it's quite hard because there's a lot of fine details. I feel like I've missed a bit in there. There's that pine green in there to get in those bits. So yeah, the wax will resist anything else. So I won't be able to add anything on top of this or make a complete mess of it. But it's okay. We'll do our best. It's good fun trying new things and, you know, having a go. I don't have a tiny little blending stump, I don't know. I don't know if that's any good. Just get rid of any. I feel like I need to sharpen this as well. I think you can sharpen these. I don't know if it's going to sharpen them in a sharpener. I think you can sharpen them. She says they're probably ruining my sharpener. I don't know, that didn't work particularly well. It didn't really do anything. I don't know. Right. I need some advice. And it's just, you know, it's not the end of the world. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It will have been worth a try at the very least. So yeah, that was kind of like my day yesterday. It was pretty full on. I have been working, I haven't worked full time this week, but I've done more hours than I normally do. So I haven't had a huge amount of colouring time throughout the week. But I'm pretty pleased with what I did manage to get done. So yeah, I feel like I did quite well to get my koala page done and get a start on that Ms. Leprechaun page. I think she's going to look so cute. I'm looking forward to seeing my buddies. One of the buddies has gone very different with her colour scheme and I love it. It looks so good. So creative. I just saw green. So I was like, yeah, green. I think she's gone with kind of like a lilac-y purpley colour for her outfit. She's obviously got touches of green in there, but it looks really cool. Really like it. And the hair, she's done like this gradient hair, which looks really, really neat. I am probably just going to go with your traditional kind of gingery hair colour. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see that coming to life. Oh yeah, I really don't like the colours I've got here. I don't know, they don't work particularly well together. But hey ho, too late now. We're committed. We are committed. So yeah, I haven't had a huge amount of colouring time. It's been quite busy. But I have got a little bit done, so that's good. I have been working a little bit on my cross stitch. Again, not a huge amount, just in the evenings when I'm watching Traitors. We got through the 3rd series. We've finished that one and we have started the 4th series. Honestly, it's ridiculous. We're kind of addicted to it, but it's really fun. Yeah, I'm not loving those colour combinations, but I don't really know. What else I got. Oh, I'm getting crayon everywhere as well. Maybe I should go with that and that. They're a little bit closer in colour. Sorry, I'm doing this off screen. Shamrock and green. So I'm going to try those down here. On this little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not loving the way this is looking at the moment, guys. It does not look great. But, you know, if nothing else, it's been a learning curve. I really wanted to try this out after I saw Joanna's video. And like, oh, you know, it's like those demonstrators at the shows. She made it look so easy. Yeah, you just throw a bit of colour on. But like I say, she had the Neo Colour one, so I do feel like the quality might make a bit of a difference. It definitely might make it easier. She did say that she uses Crayolas as well. But, you know, again, she's a much more talented artist than me. But, yeah. It's kind of nice to colour with crayons because they're quite easy on the hands. Definitely don't take too much pressure to get a bit of colour down. Does remind me of my childhood working with Crayolas. Scribble that off there. Used to love getting a brand new box of Crayola crayons. It used to be like the highlight of Christmas Day, and a colouring book and a brand new set of Crayolas. So have I got that on screen there? Hopefully I have. Yeah, I used to enjoy that. It's all the colours, isn't it? I don't know. I've always been drawn to colour. And maybe all the possibilities that those colours kind of indicate. So now these two, I feel like, are too similar. There's not enough contrast. I don't know. It's quite hard to get the colours right. I don't want to use. I want to keep some greens for the leaves and stuff so that they stand out, and my crocodiles as well. But yeah, it's not the best. It's not terrible. It's not looking brilliant. Okay, what did I use then? I used green and shamrock, so we'll use those again around here. Yeah, so I've had a pretty good week, really. And like I say, it's going to be a nice day today because it's Mother's Day and they're taking me out for lunch, and I've had some nice presents, and yeah, it's been really nice morning. My youngest is off out to rugby, so my husband's taking him to rugby so that I can sit and get my filming done, which was nice as well because I don't always get to sit around on a Sunday morning. Often I have to do the rugby run because my husband will be taking my other son to a different competition, cycling normally. So yeah, it's quite nice to be able to sit and get this done and have a play. Even though I think it's turning into a bit of a disaster, but you know, can't be perfect all the time, can it? Not that mine are ever perfect. If you do this technique and if you use blending stumps, please tell me how I go about sharpening them. Do I need a specific sharpener, or does it just have to be like thick enough? I feel like this is not, I can't sharpen them and they're getting a bit blunt at the bottoms. Because they're basically paper, aren't they? They're just like really tightly packed pieces of paper. Wads of paper. As far as I know, anyway. Again, correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I think that's what blending stumps are. Just kind of bits of really tightly packed paper. Yeah, it's getting a bit messy. But I like the bottom area more than I like that top area. I think that's looking slightly better than that top area was. There's lots of green. I don't like this kind of background that I've done there, but hey ho. It's all right. It's all right. And what should we do next? Should we do some leaves while I'm on greens? Let's have a look. What other greens have I got? I've got this one. This is a really yellow green. Funnily enough, that's what it's called, yellow green. What's this one? Screaming green. Oh, that's quite pale. That's quite pale. What's this one? Inchworm. They've got some great names. Oh, that's really yellow green. What's this one here? Granny Smith apple. Well, that's quite a pretty green. I wonder if I could use with those. Oh, that one's too yellow. I think I'll stick with this yellowy green. What's this one? Sea green. kind of more of a bluish green as well. Green, yellow. Okay, those two could work. So I'm going to try yellow, green, and green, yellow. It's a good mix. I'll try them on these big leaves at the bottom here first. We'll see how it looks. I'm definitely giving the greens a bit of a run. What else? I watched the rugby last night, which was a bit sad for old England. England were playing France, and England have not done particularly well in the Six Nations. They've not done particularly well in the Six Nations. But it was a great game last night. It was so close, so very close. France pipped them right at the end, but it was a really bit of a heartbreaking game to watch, but it was very, very close. And then I did feel a bit sorry for Ireland, because if England had won, then Ireland would have won the entire Six Nations. But because England lost, they didn't, and France came first. So well done, France. But yeah, it was a very exciting game to watch. So close. And it kind of swung one way, and then it swung the other way, and then it swung the other way, and it was kind of like, I don't know what's going to happen. It was literally just the very last minute that France managed to to win by, I think it was only like 1 point, 2 points. I can't remember. It was very, very close. They got a drop goal right at the end. I haven't really watched rugby for ages. I haven't really been following the Six Nations, but we just had it on last night, and like I said, it was a really, really close game and a really good one to watch. But just a little bit disappointing for the English fans and for the Irish fans as well. But great for the French. Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't use this technique on like my Christine Caron or my Hannah Carlson or my, really fancy books. Not that RJ's not fancy. You know what I mean? I feel like on this paper and in this book I can kind of experiment with stuff like this, but yeah, I probably wouldn't use these crayons on some of my more precious books, put it this way. And I've just put those two down and I cannot find them again. Green, yellow, and yellow, green, that's them. I might do a little bit more with those colours. Let's see, where do I want them? Kind of like that pop of brighter green, so let's put them on these leaves as well. I've got a bit of those other colours already kind of on there, but I'll put them on these bits. And see how that looks. That is definitely a page of greens. Okay. See how that goes. Yeah, that's definitely dragging some of that deeper bluish green onto it, but it's okay. It's not too bad. I'm trying over here. I'm keeping it in frame. I mean, it's a quick method for colouring. It's kind of scribbling a bit on and then blending it out as best I can. It's quick, but definitely not the neatest. Not with me anyway. If you want a really professional look at how this is done or how it's meant to be done, then do go and check out Joanna Stone's video, because she does an awesome job and it looks so good. But yeah, it's fun to try. It's definitely fun to try. I've got some of these leaves there. Oh yeah, that's a leaf. So I thought that was the bird's tail then, but it's not, it's a leaf. So we're safe. Some of these I've done the wrong colour. It's quite hard to be accurate, especially in these little smaller areas, because the crayons are a bit thicker and they don't get to a nice sharp point. So it is hard to be precise. But it's not too bad. Right, where did I put them? I do feel like I need to try and sharpen this somehow, and I don't know how to do that. It's getting a bit messy. Okay. I mean, it's not awful. It's not the best, but it's not awful. What colour do I use? What colour did I use? I used that rain. Where's the rainforest? Oh, there it is. Right. I'm gonna get in there a little bit. Like I missed out some spots there. That should be some. Like I said, it's really hard to kind of get into all those little bits. Yeah, see, it's just making a mess everywhere. Anyway, we're making progress. It's not the best page I've ever done. Definitely not the best page I've ever done, but it's all good. It's all good. Do I want to do some different colours for those leaves down there? Yeah, let's have a look. What else could I do? I might as well just go crazy with greens and see. What's this one? That's forest green. What else have I got there? This one's olive green. Oh, that's a bit too yellowy. Spring green. That's very yellowy. This one is asparagus. That could look quite nice with that olive green. Okay, let's try that. So I've got asparagus and olive green. Let's go. I don't know what colour I'm going to do my crocodiles, actually. I need to think about those. Oh, I'm being really, really loose here. Very, very loose. That's my colours. I think I want my crocodiles to be more of a blue green, but then I feel like I've got too much of this blue green up here. I kind of wish I'd gone with a different colour up there. But yeah, too late now. I think I'll do these colours on this big leaf as well. I'm kind of just going to scribble it on, really. Not be too precise about it. Just have a bit of fun. Yeah, you'll have to let me know if you've tried this technique. I'd love to know. Did you use a blending stump? I mean, some people have said blender pencil works really well for this as well. I have got a blender pencil. Maybe I could try that. Should I give that a go? See if it makes a difference. I suppose there's no harm in trying, is there? It does resist very quickly. Where's my blender pencil? Here it is. I've got this. This is a Prismacolor blender pencil. So I've got some green on there already. Shall we give this a go? I always find these are quite harsh, these blender pencils. But let's give it a go. Maybe it will. It's easier to sharpen, isn't it, than the blending stumps. Yeah, it does work quite well. It kind of seems to scrape some of the colour off though with this. Yeah, it seems to see it's got like lots of, I don't know if you can see that. Where's my brush gone? There seems to be lots of kind of, this seems to scrape it off. I'm going to try going in with this, and I might just use the same blender pencil. I'm going to have to figure out how I sharpen it. This blending stump, yeah, see the blending stump doesn't scrape the colour off, whereas I don't know, I always find that Prismacolor blender quite harsh, like it's almost like a sandpaper on top. I feel like a lot of the pigment's been lifted off that one. Be interesting to see how these ones down here look. Oh, that's quite interesting. Oh, yeah, it's kind of gone quite funny. I don't know. Right. Now, where's that yellow green? So we've got this, this kind of yellowy green. I'm going to put on the bottom of my crocodiles here like this. And then I'm going to go with, what am I going to go with? Should have planned this out, shouldn't I? Do I want to stick with those colours and just have it? Yeah, I might do that. So these are the same colours I just used for those leaves. So I've got spring green. No, is that right? No, that's not right. These ones. Yeah, olive green and asparagus I'm going to use for my crocodiles. I have to be a little bit careful because I can't go over anything once I've added all this wax to it. I can't add anything over the top of it, so I need to be a little bit careful I don't go over their eyes and their teeth, because I don't want them to look green. I want them to be white, but I can see I've already got some of there. Maybe my paint pen will work, maybe Posca will work over the top of this, but definitely gel pen will not work over it, so you do have to be a little bit careful. But I'm going to get the small blending stump and try that instead. Let's see how that goes. It's not too bad. Some colours seem to blend easier than others. Yeah, I don't know. I do think it looks a bit messy. It's definitely not my favourite page I've ever done. I really don't like this background at all. Yeah, but we had to start somewhere. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more into it now than I was. I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about this at all. Yeah, I definitely don't love it. I definitely don't love it at all. All right, I feel like I need to do, what other colours do I want? I should do my branches. I'll get some browns out and do my branches. I'm going to put these greens back in for now. So just excuse me while I pop them away, because I've got pretty much all the greens out of the box. So I'll shove them all back in and get some browns out. Yeah, I don't know, maybe with a bit of practice it'll be a better option. I don't know, just at the moment I'm not loving it. Right, what have we got here? This is called sepia. I was like looking at that upside down. Sepia, that's a good colour. What else have I got? Tumbleweed. Oh yeah, those could work quite nicely together for my browns. Okay, let's have a go. You know, I love to experiment. Yeah, I'm just not the best at getting it right the first time. But it's all good. It's all good. Anytime you're colouring is good, isn't it? Whether it's a complete disaster or not. I would definitely classify this as pretty much a complete disaster. But if nothing else, I'm having a bit of fun. Yeah, I was quite tempted today to start a page in Melpomene Chetzepanik-Yotu's new book, Flower Fantasy. And I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? No, I'm just going to try out this colour. I bought these Crayolas like ages ago and they've been sat there and I've been too scared to try them. Too scared of making a complete mess and destroying a page, and I haven't touched them. And I've got to keep reminding myself that sometimes it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if you make a complete mess. if you're having fun, enjoying the process, and just, you know, being creative, then, you know, really it's not the end of the world, is that? So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Just gonna dive in and have a go and share it on screen, because why not? And see how it goes. And yeah, it has been a bit of a disaster. It has definitely not gone the way I would have wanted it to. There are things that I don't mind about this page. I don't mind this area down here. I just really don't like this background or this bit. I've definitely gone for the wrong colours there. They're a little bit too different. But other than that, it's okay. It's okay. Like I say, not my favourite page, but you know, you live and learn. And if you don't try out new techniques, you'll never know if, you know, if they could be your next favourite, do you? You could be missing out on something if you don't try it. So always worth having a go. I've got my what are they called? Oil pastels. I've got my oil pastels sitting, and I've had them for months now, and I keep looking at them thinking I need to try those. I need to get them out, have a go. And I'm so scared. I'm so scared about using them because I feel like they are so messy. I think that's what worries me, is that I will literally get them everywhere and make a big mess and destroy an entire book rather than just an entire page. You know what I mean? Like I can live with making a mess of a page. I can deal with that. But I'm not so keen to like make a big mess that gets into all the pages in the book and then creates a massive big mess in a book. That I think is what worries me with those, because I do feel like they're really messy. But maybe I just need to dive in and have a go. Okay, I feel like there's parts of this that I can live with, for sure. There are definitely parts of this that are okay. They're not terrible. There are definitely parts of it that I don't love, but we will live with them. What have I got here? Right, I want a couple of red colours, so let's have a look. This is maroon. That could be quite neat. What else have I got? What could go with that? Violet red. Oh yeah, they look quite nice together. Okay, so maroon and violet red are going to be for these kind of flowery type things here. And you can see I'm being very loose with my colouring when I add this colour to the page. I'm not, you know, I'm not taking my time or, you know, being particularly accurate with my colour placement. I'm just chucking it on there. Chucking it on and having a go. Right, I need to clean this off. Let me get any brown. This is why I feel like I need to sharpen it, but I have no idea how to do that. Do I need to get a special sharpener? Maybe there's like a blending stump sharpener that I don't know about. I don't know. Like I say, if you've got any ideas on this, let me know, because I would love to find out. Being a complete newbie to all of this, I know people use blending stumps a lot with like Gamsol, and when they want to use like one of those liquid kind of blenders for pencils. I've never really gone in for blending my pencils. I just blend with the lightest colour of pencil that I'm using. So yeah, I don't tend to buy all that stuff. Right, I feel like I want to do some of my parrot in the same colour. I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, you know, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. We're having a bit of fun. Maybe his head as well. Oh, I've just gone right over his eyes. So I'm really hoping I can use some Posca on top of this. Yeah. Oh, you know what? It's all good fun. It's all good fun. Hopefully you guys have fun watching me make this mess. I hope you're not all screaming at your devices. What is she doing? Oh my gosh, you're making such a mess. I mean, it's pretty hard to make a huge mess of RJ's pages because they're so fun, and, you know, colours in general work really well for them. So it's pretty hard to make a mess of it. I definitely feel I'm making a very good effort. I'm definitely making a good effort at messing it up. Okay. Yeah. Do I want to do any more? Have you seen enough of me making a complete disaster of a page? I don't know. Let's do 5 minutes more and then we'll call it quits, because I do have to go and get myself ready to go out for lunch later. And yeah, my son will be coming home from rugby soon. I don't even know what else. I know I want my tigers to be orange. I feel like I'm going to deal with them last. There we go with some watercolours. What colours have I got for my water down here? I think I'm going to go proper blues for it. I was thinking of like greenish blues, but no, turquoise blue. Those kind of colours work quite nicely. I feel like I could use a darker one as well. What's that one? Cornflower blue. That's maybe a bit too blue. Blue green. Yeah, okay, those ones. So I've got blue green, turquoise blue, and sky blue. So sorry, I'm shifting that around. Shift it up a little bit. So I'm going to use the what's this one? Blue green at the bottom. And again, I'm hoping that maybe I can use my Posca to go over and add some white ripple details. Fingers crossed it will work. I'll have to say. I think those are lily pads in the water, aren't they? What is that? Oh, that's his paw. His paw, his thingy. What colour do I need for that? Not that one. I can't remember what. Olivey green. Yeah, olive green, that will do. His little paw, whatever they're called. Paw. Yeah, must be a paw, is it? I don't know. I've never had the misfortune of seeing a crocodile. I'm not sure I ever want to. They look pretty mean. Maybe they're just one of those animals that have a really bad image of being terrifying. Okay, let's do some blending then. Where did my little one go? Here it is. So I use that green end just to do his little paw there, and then I'll flip it around. Oh no, I've got red on one end. Definitely don't want any red in my water. Or red violet. Yeah, I'm going to have to investigate how to sharpen these, because I feel like keeping it sharp would definitely help the situation. And yeah, so I'm not using any medium. I'm just using the blending stump dry, which is what Joanna said to use, because it's basically just heat. Because these are wax based, it's just kind of creating a little bit of heat, and then the wax will melt somewhat and you'll be able to move it around. So that's the principle behind using this blending stump, and it does seem to work. It definitely moves. I'm not sure it's, you know, perfect. It's far from perfect, let's face it, but hey ho, I'm going to leave it there. I definitely like this bottom area much better than I like all of this background stuff, which I think is terrible. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do to fix that. I don't know. Maybe I can come in with some paint pen or something. I have made a mess. There is bits of crayon everywhere. But it was fun experimenting. I mean, it was definitely worth a try. I think I would definitely try it again. I feel like I have a better idea now. Maybe just need to choose my colours better. I think if I had chosen better colours, it would have looked better, because I do quite like this area down here. It's not like perfect colouring. It doesn't create a well, for me anyway, it doesn't create a perfect coloured page, but I kind of like it for a fun little page like this. I don't mind it. But yeah, I really particularly hate this bit, and this bit is kind of driving me crazy as well. These background bits that I started with. Maybe I should have started on a small area and got a feel for it first. But I do quite like the way my little crocodiles have turned out, and this area down here is not too bad. I think it's okay. So, you know, it was worth a try. I'm going to go off and get some stuff done and then try and get this finished later on. I don't think it will take me too long to finish it. Like I say, not my favourite page, definitely not. But fun to give it a try. And yeah, thanks for joining me. Happy Mother's Day to those of you that are celebrating in the UK or wherever else it might be Mother's Day. I'm not sure where else it could be this weekend. I definitely know Australia, New Zealand, I think May time. I'm not sure about Canada and the US. But enjoy your Sunday, whatever you're doing. I hope you get some colouring time. I hope you have had a lovely weekend, and I will see you again very soon. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Okay, so I thought I'd jump in here quickly and show you the finished piece. It is by no means a masterpiece at all. I think it's okay. Don't love it, but it was fun trying a new technique, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Bye, everybody.